Hi, this is Michael Rony Mullick, and you are watching the Week Ahead Show. And let's see what we can expect in the coming week. That is the third week of October, and we have a full week, 5 days. But the next week only we have only 2 days. So in a matter of 7 trading days, the October expiry will be over. And generally speaking, October is a bullish month, but this time we are seeing that markets are still consolidating. At least the markets are not breaking down from the current levels despite the negative global cues. So that is definitely good for our markets. We have very strong local cues, but it is all about the global markets, especially the US market, which is causing a major uh, bearishness in the entire world. So let us look at the charts and see. So this is, we are looking at the weekly charts of Nifty 50, and if you look at it, again Nifty did end in the green on a weekly basis, and this time what we are seeing is it's an inside candle formation happening. So this means that markets are again the last week's high and last week's low, neither of them were tested in this week. Market actually traded in a complete range, so it was a range bound market. And from here onwards, the technically speaking, if the high is broken, you can expect a strong upside momentum, and if the low is broken, again you can expect a strong upside momentum. And since we are talking about weekly candles, if there is a breakout from say 17,450 levels, you can expect a good up move. Same thing if we are seeing a big breakdown from 16,840 850 levels, you can expect again a good downside momentum as well. So these two levels you can mark easily on your charts, and either of them breaking is going to be setting the trend in the coming weeks. So that is definitely for sure. Apart from that, I told you Nifty ending in the green, and despite the fact that there was a huge selling in the last half on Friday, so that is why otherwise markets would have ended somewhere near the highs. So that is Nifty. Coming to Bank Nifty, Bank Nifty was particularly strong even last week. This week as well, it ended in the green, and thankfully it is above 39,000 levels. We ended on 39,305. So banking looking particularly strong. HDFC Bank came out with its results on Saturday, and they have their net profits have grown by 22% year on year. So that is again a good number. As compared to the estimate, so that is definitely going to have a positive impact on HDFC Bank. It is a heavyweight bank in the banking index and also in the Nifty 50 as well. So it will be definitely moving the markets. And we know it is the earnings season going on. So more and more banks will be coming out with their results, and also not only banking stocks, other stocks as well. So banking stocks, since HDFC Bank's the result was good, we can expect the other banks to perform good as well. So that is definitely a good sign for the banking index, the Nifty Bank. So slight bullish on the bank for the next week. Even open interest says the same thing. People are slightly bullish, and apart from that, we also have a lot of Nifty 50 companies coming out with results this week. So markets are going to be acting on the results of the companies that come out with them. And if you talk about the other things, the global, the economic data, there is no major economic data coming out this week. Most of them are done last week. That was the most important, was the US inflation data that came out. We saw a huge short covering happening in the US market, but again on Friday we saw half of the gains being given up because of the huge selling. So global cues are again, it's still on the downside is what I'd say, but definitely Indian markets are looking strong. So let us see what happens in the coming week. So again, I said the bias is on the positive side still, and so results will be dominating the market in the next week. Talking about Bank Nifty, again, Bank Nifty has an inside candle, so either the same rule continues. If either the high is broken, you can expect a good momentum towards 40,000 at least, and on the downside, if this 38,500 levels are broken, you can expect a good downward move as well. Talking about IT index, we had the IT coming out with its results, and IT index results were good. Apart from Wipro, all other IT stocks moved up. Infosys announced a buyback as well that has shot up significantly, and Nifty IT ending in the green is what we are seeing. So definitely good to see IT index recovering slightly from its lows. And US markets, there's nothing to say. Again, it fell, like I told you, on Friday, but Nasdaq and S&P 500 both have a red candle on the daily on the weekly charts. But if you look at Dow Jones, interestingly, it has formed a bullish pattern. I mean, it is a doji, but it's a green candle at the end of the day. So Dow Jones is looking slightly strong, but others, especially Nasdaq, looks pretty weak. It is already at 52-week low, and it is continuously falling and falling. Coming to US VIX, it is still above 30 is what we are seeing, so 32. So that is definitely not a comfortable zone for the volatility. So it is on the higher side is what I'd say. And apart from that, India VIX crashed for some reason by 10% on Friday after a huge gap up, and it never went up. So that is very peculiar, but that is what it is. Crude oil prices are trading at $85.6 per barrel. So the last week we saw that it shot up by almost 16%, but this week it is almost down by 8%. And in fact, on Friday itself, it has fallen by close to 4%. So that is the current situation in our markets. I mean, the crude oil prices falling is good for our markets. So again, let's see how it works out on Monday. It is bad for Reliance Industries, by the way, Reliance, Vedanta, and ONGC, because if crude oil prices are rising, they actually benefit from that. So that is there. Gold prices fell this week by 1.3%. So gold price, again, it is coming down. On Friday it fell, and overall this week, let us see the fall. So if you look at the gold prices fell by almost close to 3.7%. So let's see gold prices. Again, I've been telling you that it's a good time to purchase gold, because it can shoot up. You can make a bottom somewhere around 1600 levels, and then it can shoot up. The chances of that are high. And apart from that, dollar index, we definitely have to look at this. Dollar index is looking to stay at the same level. In fact, on Thursday it fell significantly, but on Friday it shot up slightly as well. So dollar index has to come down for the markets to recover. I've been saying the same thing for many days, and still let's see if it comes down to 1110, those levels, it is definitely good for our markets. SGX Nifty is indicating 165 points gap down for our opening for our market. So let us see where we open. So overall, the levels for next week is very simple. 16,450 on the upside. If that is broken, a good upside momentum. Support wise, I'm looking at important supports around 16,950, the first support, and next support should come around 16,800. These two levels are the support areas for our markets. So keep these in mind while trading. Coming to Bank Nifty, Bank Nifty is testing 39,400 for 2 times. It has already tested for 2 times this month, and so Bank Nifty is looking strong as long as 39,000 level is held. So 39,000 is what I'm looking as the first support. Next support comes around 38,500 level, and finally 37,600 is the last level of support in Bank Nifty. Again, the bias is slightly on the positive side, but again, it all depends on the weekly highs and lows I told you to mark. So based on that, the markets will be moving accordingly. And coming to open interest, we have huge call buy build up in Bank Nifty at 39,500. So if markets break out above these levels, and chances are high because HDFC Bank came out with good results, and other banks are likely to come out with good results as well, that can induce a huge short covering rally in Bank Nifty. So it will be definitely interesting to see how Bank Nifty trades in the coming week. It looks stronger than Nifty. If we compare the put call ratio, it is at 0.78, and Nifty's put call ratio is at 0.67. People are more bearish on Nifty after the Friday's fall, and we can see highest call right build up at 17,500 on the upside, and 17,000 on the downside has the highest amount of put build up. So again, a very tight range for both Nifty and Bank Nifty. So people are expecting markets to consolidate, but I said those levels, if either is broken, you can expect a strong upside or downside momentum either way. So again, I've said the bias is on the upside because Indian markets are looking particularly strong. So hope you have a good week ahead. I've discussed the levels that I'm looking at. So that is all from my side, and thank you for watching.